Have you heard of something called Bobinsana? It's traditionally in the jungle. Its Latin name is Calliandra angustifolia. It has been something that I had heard about for a really long time. Down when I was doing my shamanic apprenticeship in Peru, I had heard this name many, many times, saw some of the other people part of my program singing to this plant that was very auspicious, I guess you could say. It was a very beautiful energy, and everyone was saying this is a heart-opening plant. I knew that it was something that I wanted to connect to one day. However, the dieta that I was doing when I was down there was with Noyarao, a very particular plant, which everyone suggested I stick to that. I had come across Bobinsana, a bark that I could purchase and make an extract with. I decided to do so, and now I have this. If you are interested, it's on my store, but that's not what this story is about. What this story is about is my relationship and the unfolding that Bobinsana has had on my journey. I like to call it the gift that keeps on giving. Anything in our lives that just literally is good and is win-win-win in every single aspect is going to be a gift that keeps on giving. So how is Bobinsana this way? Well, traditionally it is used for healing. In my traditional training, they use it for shamanic strength, protection, rheumatism, and uterine cancer. Oh, but that's not all. They would also be using it in all sorts of shamanic rituals, which would activate your love, your luck, what we would consider in the West our manifestation and abundance, something where you can synergize your intention with this. Some might even call it magic. So with your strong intent and working with Bobinsana and its natural predisposition to be used for time immemorial for good luck and the expansion of your journey, we now have something that is a gift that keeps on giving. Bobinsana came across my path maybe around 6 months ago, and since then, it has been something that has made my life and the evolution of my journey so much clearer and so much better. Let me explain why. Bobinsana is a heart-opening medicine. This is not something like cacao where you consume it and you have this lovey experience and then it's done. As I was saying, it's used for luck and love spells. The reason is because it lasts. It's something that improves your aura. It makes the energy around you attractive. Attractive to what? Well, attractive to that loving energy that you actually experience with this plant. If your goal is to attract more love, more good energy, and more good vibes, I'm not saying that you just drink a bottle of this and you're good to go and your life will be changed forever. What the plant medicines teach us and they show us is how that state feels so that we can create it for ourselves. For what ends up happening when we are expanding on our journey is we learn that if I think certain thoughts and if I perceive in a certain way, I will mirror that reality that I want to. It's up to you, ultimately, if you want to be putting all of your emphasis and energy into more luck and love. What does that mean? How are you going to be treating people? How are you going to be acting? I can consider this as something that has improved my relationship with others because I now relate to them differently. If you're willing to relate to your reality differently, well, I definitely strongly suggest Bobinsana, if you can't already tell. I am a big fan of this plant. Traditionally, if you see, they use this in dieta form. You can use it in dieta form. That is a commitment in and of itself we can talk about on another video. But if you'd like to take a half a bottle of this, just drink it down. See what happens. You don't want to do it before bed. You want to have it earlier on in the day as it can be mildly stimulating, not like caffeine, more like a beautiful and blissful way as opposed to like a stimulant, but it can definitely give you some energy. Once you do that half of a bottle, I strongly suggest you just microdose and you take little squirts of it each day and put it under your tongue, let it sit there and see what happens. Bobinsana is a plant from the Amazon that has a gift for every single human across the planet. There are certain plants that can be used for malicious means, if you want to put it that way. Certain plants that can be used for very, very beautiful means. Bobinsana, I do have to say, is one of those plants that I have had nothing but goodness with. If you're interested in exploring it, I have a link in the description. You can purchase some from me or do your own research and do your own concoction. This is a video thumbing up Bobinsana. I hope you like it.